know if I don't even feel good pressing that button, JP.
Hey, man. Can the season be over already, bro?
It might need to. Because after this last week's performance, I'm just pissed off, guys.
We haven't won a game in a month and a half. We haven't won since before Thanksgiving. Currently on a 4-game losing streak. And your predictions you made at the beginning of the season are...
They're not looking good at all.
It's over. I mean, we lost 10 games. We lost 10 games.
That don't make no sense.
You
I
suck.
don't know if y'all can see.
Put it on. Put it on.
I have a brown bag. I'll be putting this on later on my bird talk session, but it's just pitiful, man. I'm not disappointed. But I'm just sad.
I'm all of the above. Sad, disappointed, frustrated. Like, I have nothing to root for. You got to think about it, Mike. This is the prime time for football. Holiday season, playoff picture, family time. You go around with family. You brag about your favorite team, when they doing well and they playing good. But the Falcons?
Not us.
We haven't been relevant late in the winter since 2017. I was in college back then.
Yeah. And it's just...
That's crazy. You got to realize we haven't had a winning season in 5 years, Mike.
I know, and it's okay. It takes time. We're rebuilding.
It's not okay, guys.
It's okay, guys. That's what a rebuild is. It takes time. You're gonna get some tough. You're gonna get some tough some tough seasons going through. Taking some lumps and stuff. We lost Julio, and everybody know how we lost Matt and stuff like that. And so we're currently rebuilding, and I'm disappointed right now, obviously, because we haven't won in a month. But hey, what to expect? You know what I'm saying? Like, they said we would win again. They said we would win 2 games this year. We won 6.
We won 5. Mike.
We won 5. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm predicting this.
He's manifesting.
I'm manifesting this upcoming Sunday. But yeah, we won 5. So we done a lot. I mean, look at the roster. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it's the best roster we got here. We're not good. I just like that we're not losing by a lot. You know what I'm saying? If I had to take one positive, we're not losing by a lot.
That is true. Yeah, that's true. I'll piggyback off you. Like you said, all season the Falcons have shown a lot of fight in games. Usually we roll over and get blown out in embarrassing fashion, and that hasn't really happened much this season besides the Bengals game, I believe. Yeah. So we've improved in that regard, but that doesn't justify wins and losses. I mean, we are what we are right now. We're 5-10.
Terrible.
We don't have a good roster. We have a mediocre or below average roster, if you will.
Eliminated from the playoffs.
Eliminated from the playoffs. So it came official last week after we lost to Baltimore, man, and it was sad. It couldn't happen at a worse time, man. Played on Christmas Eve. Oh man, holiday season.
I was so happy to play with just to see the Falcons on Saturday, man.
It's like I can't even be optimistic anymore. It's like it is what it is. Now it's like, my mind is shifting. I'm like, okay, now I'm thinking about who we're gonna get in the draft.
Yeah, I'm thinking
who we're gonna get in free agency. But we can talk about the game a little bit, man.
Let's do it.
So with it being his second game, man, how did you think Desmond Ridder did in his second performance out in Baltimore?
He did so. He didn't play horrible, but you could just tell he's inexperienced. You could tell it's going to take some time. He showed flashes. He definitely showed some flashes throughout that game. But I still say we need another quarterback.
Okay, don't elaborate too much. We're going to get to that later.
I'm not. That's why I stopped right there.
We're going to get to that later on.
I didn't say anything.
We're going to get to that later. Okay, Desmond Ridder, he played. This is his second game. First game was against New Orleans. Second game against Baltimore. 2 pretty good defense you have to face your first 2 games. And let's not forget, guys, he's coming in late in the season. So it's just like a lot to ask for him this late to kind of like carry us through with a bad roster and still, perform at a I could tell Desmond Ridder, he prepares himself very well for his opportunity because I could tell he went over the game plan. I noticed the little things might like he's changing plays at line of scrimmage. So he's got that alpha male in him. I see it. But obviously it's his first year. He's coming in late in the season asking to do a lot, but it's not overwhelming him. He's coming in doing the best he can. Obviously, there's a lot of room for improvement. So I'm not like when he came in last week against New Orleans or 2 weeks ago against New Orleans, I had no expectations. I was like, okay, right. I'm rooting for him because I want him to do well, but I'm not gonna really knock him for like playing bad because like, okay, he's a rookie and he's coming in at the end of the season against some good teams. So it's like I'm not gonna, put a measuring stick on him like, okay, dang, this game gonna make or break him. Like I got to give him a chance to prove himself. Right. But I think he did okay. He played a little better than he did in the Saints game. I'll say that. Yeah, like he made some big throws. I mean, he hasn't turned the ball over in 2 games either.
But we didn't score nothing.
It's like I was gonna get to that. We didn't score a touchdown, so I can't give him too much praise. Like
we didn't score a touchdown.
And part of that is on Arthur Smith. If you remember in the at the end of the first half, we were at the 1 yard line. Mm-hmm. We had a chance to score.
Yeah, flag.
Why not run Cordell Patterson? We went for I think we're trying to hurry up and I don't know what play we ran. I remember Ritter went out and play action, and then that was like the disputable call was the intentional grounding. Mm-hmm. The dude hit his arm, but like at first the ref didn't call it. I guess when you saw the replay, the defender hit his arm and forced Ritter to throw the ball out of bounds. But like if that happens, that's no call. And the ref, he didn't change the call. Arthur Smith was livid after that too.
That's another thing. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of calls have not been going our way
at all, man.
It's just like, wow.
And I feel sorry about the Smith because he red in the face, like he's really trying to like fight for us. I'm like, dang, and
that's another thing that's caused our season. Hard the refs. It's been a lot of, like you said, we haven't lost by a lot this season, so it's been a lot of calls who've gone the other way late in games that have cost us games, just like the Steelers game when they didn't call that fumble. Oh, you know what I mean? We were supposed to have that ball, but between that and just our roster and stuff, it's tough, man.
It's tough, man. 4-game losing streak.
and then the Ravens, I mean, as we let's talk on the Ravens, they were able to finally score a touchdown on us. You know what I'm saying? It's
games. Crazy. We only gave up 17 points. Right. Giving up 17 points in the NFL is good. We just not scoring points though.
Not scoring.
So that's why I put in the notes. I'm like, okay, the defense has been playing solid. Our offense, obviously, we made a lot of changes. Mariota had the injury, then he left the team, and then Kyle Pitts gets hurt. So we got injuries and stuff, but it's like, man, like we can't score, bro.
It's really the
we be right there. We can't punch it in.
Right, it's a cumulative of a lot of things.
Yeah.
So like that it's the injuries. I mean, if he has Kyle Pitts out there, I know it makes a lot of people's jobs a lot easier. You know what I'm saying? But you could tell that, like sometimes I got a feeling that we're just trying to sandbag so we can still have. I feel like we're trying to sandbag so we can still have a good draft pick because it's just maybe like you said a month ago we were doing good.
We were like
only thing that
a
changed
game out of first place in this bad division,
right?
And I'm like, oh man! Like,
and the only thing that changed was maybe Kyle Pitts.
Oh yeah, because hey, that actually is correct, Mike.
That's what I'm saying.
Kyle Pitts got hurt in the Bears game, and that was the last game we won.
Right. That's what changed.
A week before Thanksgiving.
Right, and we barely lost. Look, barely lost to the
Commanders.
We
had the Commanders first, then the Steelers after that.
Barely lost.
No. I think did we have the Steelers after the bye week? No, we had the Saints after the bye week. Yeah.
So we barely lost to the Commanders. Came to one play, interception inside the red zone, tip pass.
Yeah.
And then lost to the Steelers. I think by a touchdown. They had a controversial call.
Yeah. The fumble call.
The fumble and Drake London. The Drake London pass interference.
Oh,
that didn't get called.
Yeah.
In the back of the end zone.
That was huge. Mm-hmm.
That was huge. And then we go down to the Saints. After the bye week, we go to the Saints. It's just like,
Yeah, new quarterback.
And it was close.
No Kyle Pitts, yeah.
Drake London fumbles the ball on a 4th and 5 that we
and we didn't even mention he fumbled again in Baltimore.
And so now we go to Baltimore on the road, and we hope a team that's not really playing that well offensively to 17 points, and we can't even put up a touchdown. Lately, we've been struggling to score. It's a trend. That we've been
now it's like, okay, now, I've been heavy on, I've been a heavy critic on the defense. Right. So now I'm giving them their flowers. I'm like, y'all doing what y'all can.
Right.
Even still, we still don't have a good defensive roster either, but y'all holding strong. But
bend but don't break, like you said.
The offense, man, like, come on, Arthur Smith, man, you supposed to be offensive whiz. And I know we don't have. This leads to my next point. We don't have the best weapons. I give kudos to Drake London after the fumble. I mean, even since Kyle Pitts been out, like, his workload has increased a lot, but he's been coming through. Besides him taking care of the football, if he can just work on taking better care of the football, he's been doing a good job.
Ball security, guy.
Ball security, man. That's all you need to work on in practice. Walkthroughs, just
get it right.
Have guys punch the ball out. I don't know what you got to do. Work on your biceps. You know what I'm saying? Something like hold on to that joint.
Just hold it everywhere you go.
But I do want to talk about the emergence of Drake London and Tyler Algier. The load they picked up, from Kyle Pitts' loss and like from other key injuries we had. Tyler Algier, man, he really can be our number one back. I know Cordell's still there. He's a little older, but
he's our number one back.
Tyler Algier being a rookie, man, you see what he's doing? Like he can handle that workload.
He carries the ball maybe 60% of the time.
Oh yeah, for sure. He's almost up in 20 carries a game now.
Mm-hmm. So he's definitely doing his thing. That's where you can also find positive in the Falcons is that you can see that certain young guys are shining. Due to us being in, eliminated from playoffs. So let the young guys do what they want. That's why you might not see Cordell like that, running Cordell late in the season, knowing that we're not really playing for anything now. So I'm really happy to see the young guys step up. I just really want Ritter to get his first dub at the crib this Sunday, man.
Hey, man, that would be New Year. Play the Cardinals on New Year's Day, man. It would just be just like a Christmas gift, man. But set the tone for the new year, man.
Come on.
Come out winning, man. But we'll see. He's doing what he can. He's limited a lot of options. He doesn't have the best offensive line. He doesn't have the best weapons. He has a good running game, though. I can say that. And he doesn't have the best defense. So he has to do more than what he's asked. It's not like Brock Purdy in San Francisco where you have a dominant defense. You have all these weapons.
Everything.
Across the field, you can just come and fill in like, oh, okay, that's not knocking Brock Purdy, but that's not. Desmond Ritter has,
it's a different situation now.
Exactly, he has more on his plate. Right. You know what I'm saying? Obviously we don't have the roster that San Francisco has, but he's doing what he can. But it will be nice for him to get his first win at home.
Yes,
to set off the new year, man. Yes. So, Falcons fans, if you in the Benz on New Year's Day, let's root for your guy, man.
Turn up.
But yeah, I want to get to. What's one thing now since we're eliminated from the playoffs that you want to see out of the Falcons for these next two games? Like, what's one thing that you think the Falcons can improve upon or work towards to kind of get ready for next year? As far as like the whole team, like it could be a player, it could be like the way you've been playing.
Something we can improve on, or
as a team.
I think we can improve on ball security.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's not just Drake London, but it's also some of them defensive linemen, some of them cornerbacks. We had some interceptions that we could have caught or some different plays, but definitely ball security. Like I feel like we're just wasting opportunities when that happens. So ball security, and then as far as any other improvement other than ball security that the Falcons can work on, win a damn game. That's what you need to work on. It's been a month. I'm a Falcon fan here. Yes. I don't think I should wait a whole month to get another W.
And in the world of social media, Mike, it's like you see all your friends, they teams win, they post about their teams. I'm like, oh my God, I can't even say nothing good about the Falcons.
And they sending memes, trash.
Hey fans, I love the Falcons with all my heart. Mike does too.
Yes.
It really hurts to get up here right now and talk about them. But Falcons, man, you gotta look out for us, man. Look out for the fans that been having your back for all these years through the good and the bad years, man.
I mean, even my homeboy, he's like, man, I don't think I'm a Falcon fan anymore. I'm like,
Who, MJ?
Yes. I'm like, bro, you just started maybe 2 years ago. Like, relax. It takes time.
It's a fraternity, man. You gotta stay in it through the
Locked-
good, the bad, and the
we
ugly.
locked
Man.
in.
You gotta stay. You gotta stay in it, man. But
Come on, man.
all right, Mike. Let's get to it.
Yes, sir.
So, what positions, man, do you think the Falcons need to focus on in the draft or in free agency this offseason? Since we're heading to the offseason,
it depends on where we fall, and it depends on Desmond Ritter. I would love to go get us a quarterback, but other than outside of quarterback, it has to be Bryce Young. But if it's not Bryce Young,
hold on. Outside of a quarterback, it has to be Bryce Young. Bryce Young is a quarterback.
No, I'm saying the quarterback. If it's Bryce Young, get him.
Okay,
but
if he's available,
right?
Okay.
Outside of that quarterback, I think we go defensive end or D line.
Yes, that is the answer I'm looking for.
Or go get somebody like Will Anderson. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I would love him.
Bring him back
on
to
the
the
edge.
crib. Yeah, bring him back to the crib. So, over the past couple of years, our draft picks have been not too good. So, it'll be interesting to see going into next year. What's his name? The GM.
Terry Fontenot.
Yeah, Terry. It'll be interesting to see Terry and Arthur work together for a second year to, install their defense or make their imprint on the defense and the offense, because it
takes time. Like you said, last year really was their full year.
Right.
Post Matt Ryan era, post Julio era.
Right.
Kind of getting their guys in, the guys that fit their schemes and their philosophy.
Mm-hmm.
So now the second year is like, okay, now these first year guys, they come into their own.
Right.
And now you groom them, and then now they'll be even better. Hopefully next season to build on that and play better. And then you got this class coming in. And free agency, hopefully we get some good free agencies this year, because the Falcons have a lot of cap space. They got a lot of money to play with, Mike. I just hope we make the right decisions.
Yeah.
And as us having, debates, throughout the week.
One of those right decisions is a man in Baltimore. That's one of the right decisions.
See, this is where I disagree, man. Oh, man.
Hit me, please.
So the Falcons will have, if not the most cap space of any team, we'll have one of the most cap, spaces. Like, meaning we'll have a lot of money to, get free agency players, high profile athletes, star players. I just disagree, Mike, because why? Just think about it, Mike. Why would you bring in a guy? I'm not knocking. Everybody knows what Lamar Jackson can do.
Right.
Everybody knows how talented and how great he is.
Hell of a talent, guys.
But why would you bring a guy in who's, first of all, he's in a contract dispute with the Ravens? I think they franchise tagged him this year. And you know Lamar's going to want $250 million plus for like 4 or 5 years. Like, you get Lamar Jackson, but like, how are you gonna continue? How are you gonna architect your team? Like, how are you gonna get those holes? We have a lot of holes we need to fill on offense and defense. Yes, you bring Lamar Jackson in. That's great. That's gonna put fans back in the seats. I don't know if we're gonna win right away, because we still don't have a pass rush. We don't have a good secondary. We don't have, secondary is okay. We don't have the best linebackers, and we still need more weapons at wide receiver. We gotta fill those holes in too. So why not? I think these next 2 games, let's see how Desmond Ritter does. Okay, if it's not the guy you want to go with, okay, draft another quarterback. I'd rather go that route. Draft another quarterback, save some more money, and fill in those holes in free agency. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to go with Ritter. If you keep Ritter, you'll save more money because you don't have to, pay another quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Unless you bring in like a backup. But backups ain't getting that kind of money. You get the guys in free agency you need on defense. Like, I would draft a guy like Will Anderson or somebody like that if he's available. But I want to see who the best defensive guys are on the market. We need some more pass rushers to help out Grady Jarrett. We need, another corner, because I thought Casey Hayward was gonna come in and fill in the hole. He got hurt. He in the sling.
Right.
So we need another cornerback.
Right.
And safety wise, we need more pieces, man. And we need another a receiver to go aside Drake London. We're missing a slot receiver. Because Drake on the outside, you need someone in the middle, like those Taylor Gabriels, like the Harry Douglases.
Ayuk.
Someone like Ayuk would be perfect for the Falcons. Mm-hmm. Perfect. I don't know if he's a free agent, but he'll be perfect.
I believe he is.
that is someone that's gonna help the offense out a lot. So now Pitts will be back healthy next year. You bring someone like Ayuk in, Kyle Pitts, Drake London, Ayuk. You still got Algier in the backfield. You still got CP. So now it's like, okay, we can't key in. Now defense won't be able to key in on Kyle Pitts or key in on Drake London or Algier. You know what I'm saying? So we just need, more pieces. So we could be a dangerous threat going into next year, man. That's all I had to say. Just think big picture. Yes, Lamar, it's Atlanta. It's going to be lit. He'll be here. He'll be like a Vic 2.0. I get it. I get all of that. Yeah. All the jewels. Like, I get it. But that's not going to help us win, bro.
I got a couple scenarios I'm about to spit at you. Okay,
go ahead, man. I want to hear your take.
My first one is Lamar Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, hell of a talent. I love Lamar. Of course, he got a throwing issue sometimes, but maybe he can get past that. I think we already have the talent in Drake London, CP, and Kyle Pitts. And like you said, we can bring in another slot or we can draft one. I think our defense isn't that bad right now. Could it be better? Yes. That's why we have a low draft pick and we can get somebody like Will Anderson. You know what I mean? In case he ever comes back, I think we have a solid chance to make a wild card run. But we don't get Lamar Jackson. Cool. We use that money in the draft. We get IU, somebody like that, keep CP, get a nice draft pick. Boom, bring in Derek Carr. Maybe trade for Derek Carr. Also, boom, we can either get bring back Matt Ryan.
No.
Bring back Matt. He can mentor Ritter. I mean, we're obviously in a rebuild. You know what I'm saying? Back up there, big Matt Ryan. Matt, I love you, man. You still got it?
I don't like what I saw in the Indy.
But he can be a backup. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just giving out scenarios as far as, because if we keep Ritter, we keep Ritter. That's fine. But we also, I think it's other ways we can maybe get Derek Carr, and still use our money to, get other assets. Because I do like being able to maybe finally build a complete team that we need to do. But at the same time, like, it's hard to pass on certain talent.
No, you're right. I'm just saying, I just don't want us to miss the opportunity of having all this money in free agency and not using it the right way.
Yeah, I mean, I think we got, Terry. I think
he's going to do the right thing, man.
I believe so. Yeah, it just comes down. That's why I like these last two games. We kind of talked about it, before the bye week. We did talk about it. It's like these 4 games are, they're good, like, reports on how the team is and, how we're just going to do, if we're going to move forward with Ritter. Can we trust Ritter? Or, just different things. Even Drake London, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, defensive end. On the defensive side as well. I mean, you see how Grady Jarrett, talking about he's kind of, tired of the year. Saying it's like the same year. He's getting tired. You know what I'm saying? There was even talks about, Kyle Pitts possibly being traded. You know what I'm saying? That I've heard. So it's a lot of different things that can transpire, and I'm excited. But I mean,
I'm curious on what the Falcons are going to do this offseason. It's another big one for us. Like you said, we're still in the rebuilding phase. So I hope and pray that they make the right decisions, man. Like,
they're gonna make it, man.
Because we cannot have all this money in the cap and still be at the same place we were this year.
Right.
I just want to see improvement.
Right.
Improvements. That's all. But we'll talk more about free agency, in the draft, when the season's over in a couple weeks. We got the Cardinals this week on New Year's Day.
Woo!
They've been in shambles. I don't know if you fans have tuned in. I tuned into a couple episodes of Hard Knocks, in-season Hard Knocks.
Oh, yeah.
HBO Max has been doing this, like, I think for 2 seasons now. They had in-season. Usually they do it during training camp, but they're a mess, man. No Kyler Murray. I think no Colt McCoy. They're on the third string.
They lost last weekend. Yeah,
and they lost in OT to the Bucks. I was hoping they beat the Bucks, but we got a matchup between 2 bad teams. The Falcons and the Cardinals. I don't believe a lot of people be tuning into this, but of course we'll be tuning in because we're Falcons fans.
Right, and I hate that Kyler Murray's after the season. I really want to see him play again.
Yeah,
I saw him play when he was in Oklahoma. But.
Yeah, boy, fast, but hopefully he'll be ready for next year. But preview for this game. They still got James Conner. He's a load. They still got your boy DeAndre Hopkins, arguably one of the best wide receivers in the game.
Hollywood.
And Hollywood Marquise Brown. So Let's not sleep on them, man. I mean, it's at the end of the season.
Yep.
I know a lot of you Falcons fans have, kind of threw in the towel and just, gave up on the Falcons.
Some fans don't even wear their jerseys or apparel anymore.
Yeah, fans ain't wearing jerseys. Fans probably checked into the basketball season now, like football season over with. So we get it. The season's winding up. Only 2 games left, but it's still gonna be a intriguing matchup. These teams. I mean, the Cardinals still have weapons. Mm-hmm. They got Buda Baker on defense. Talked about
he's out for the season.
Oh, he's hurt.
We're gonna win, people. I'm not worried.
Can't guarantee it.
I can't guarantee it.
Yeah, we don't know what a win looks like.
I can't guarantee it, but
will we win another game this season? We only got 2 games left.
This is our best chance.
I think so.
This is our best chance.
If we're gonna win a game, it should be this one because the Bucks. I don't know about that.
Tom Brady's pissed. I hate to see him.
But we're looking at draft stock, Mike. Do you think we'll be a top 10 pick this year?
Oh, easily. We're trash.
Yeah.
We're like sitting at 6 right now.
Would you rather go? We want to go higher than 5 or lower than 5?
We're definitely going higher. I see us losing one of these 2 games.
I think we might sit around 6 or 7.
Yeah, so I think we can maybe get the top 5. Just it kind of depends on who other teams lose and win between like I forgot what other teams like the Giants or something like that. But like it just kind of depends. But I think we need to be top 5.
Yeah, top 5. That'll guarantee us.
We need a high caliber,
a good rookie man like your boy.
Yeah, I had a friend.
Bryce.
I had a friend back in the day. They was like, you should get a high caliber defensive player like Michael. What's his name? Michael Parsons.
We need Will Anderson, man. I want him.
They was talking about Michael Parsons out there in Cowboys. They was like, we should have picked him, but I was like, nah, Kyle Pitts. So I think this is a similar situation where
I'm actually like thinking about that too.
We need to. No, we're good. I just think now we go defense now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, we have no choice.
Yeah,
we're terrible.
We go defensively. Yeah, we go wild. We go Will Anderson. We got Grady. We got Evans. Rashad Evans played very, very well this year.
We got Arnold Ebiketie, who's a rookie this year that has been playing good. So next year he's gonna be even better.
On. And then we got AJ, and then hopefully Hayward can come back and be healthy. I think we got a solid defense. If it's a bend but don't break right now, I mean, imagine when we get another star talent and we get healthy.
Right, we just have a lot of cap space. I just hope we utilize it properly. We gotta fill these holes, man. No more excuses. It's been 5 years, Mike. No playoffs, man.
Keys, yeah, for sure. Well, what's your keys to the games this Sunday? And also give me your score.
Okay, keys to the game. I feel like we need to stick to the run. Keep Tyler Algier. Pushing the line. Getting those yards. Drake London, hold on to the football, please. No, I don't want no turnovers. I want a good game from him. I want him to come back to the crib, bounce back. Maybe score a touchdown, hopefully. And also, let's see how Desmond Ridder plays in front of the home crowd, man.
Yes.
I want to see, the fans' reaction. I want to see him, continue to improve these last 4 games. Like, I think he should use these 4 games as, like, a measuring stick for next season to, like, evaluate his performance. You know what I'm saying? I feel like 4 games is enough games for him to kind of like, okay, I know I need to work on. I finally had some NFL experience, and I could just work on these things here and things there. And like you said, we might need to bring in a veteran quarterback, to help mold him and groom him some more.
Right.
And I thought Mariota was that guy, but obviously Mariota was starting, so he probably was like looking up. He probably gave rid of advice, but he's like, you know what? I'm trying to do my best. I don't want to. It's a prideful thing, man. Sometimes some quarterbacks don't want to give too much,
and especially maybe
too much of the sauce. You know what I'm saying?
Current situation as well. Like
because he's on a short contract. So he got to cover his own butt.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So
and scores to the game. I know fans, if y'all watch the show, me and Mike predict the Falcons to win every week, but I really feel in my heart of hearts that we win this week, Mike.
You sure?
I'm positive.
Can you guarantee it though?
No, no Charles Barkley's. I'm gonna say Cardinals. I think we're better. We're a better team than them, man. They still do have J.J. Watt, even though he announced his retirement. But I'm gonna say 24-21 Falcons, man. Another close game. We win on the foot of coup. For real this time.
Okay. I'm
What you
going. Okay, keys to the game.
Yeah, keys to the game, then your prediction. Yeah.
Keys to the game, I would say our pass defense. You know, they got a lot of weapons on the outside, and they still use James Conner in the passing game.
Right.
They got Dortch, they got Hollywood Brown, and they got
Andrew Hopkins.
and D-Hop.
Yeah.
So, you know, I can't wait to see that matchup between him and A.J. Terrell. That's going to be nice on Sunday. But definitely our pass defense, getting pressure on the quarterback. The defense in general, you know, stepping up. You know, what Colt McCoy possibly playing, coming off concussion. Mm-hmm. We should definitely get some pressure on the offense, on the quarterback. And then also just Desmond Ritter. I have a day. You talking about you want us to win you want to bring a Super Bowl to Atlanta. Let's have a day. You know what I'm saying? And I think this is a good opportunity to be at home to get a dub in front of the crowd. So those are keys to the game. Desmond Ritter playing well. And the defense just stepping up, man. Bamber don't break. And score 24-10. Falcons.
Okay, 2 touchdown win.
2 touchdown win.
Okay.
CP gets in once.
CP. I'm gonna need you for fantasy this week, boy. Turn up for me. But all right, yo, let's shift gears to outside the trap, Mike. We had a lot of intriguing things happen over the holiday. Christmas was. Football was played on Christmas and Christmas Eve this week. It was kind of a weird week. A lot of games on Saturday, man, because they didn't want to have too many games, on Sunday. But some things I noticed outside of, the Falcons was, actually, this is for you, Mike. Mm-hmm. What you put in the group last week talking about, Russell Wilson, how they were hiding him in Seattle. Yeah. I want you to kind of elaborate on that a little bit more, man, because I'm kind of confused on what you mean by that, man.
I was like, he was in a scheme where it was successful for him, and also he was much younger. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said they was hiding him. I feel like Pete Carroll had a design for him that was perfect for Russell. You know what I'm saying? As far as like that West Coast, run, get outside a little bit, get outside the numbers, throw it, do all that. Because Russell was scary at one point. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't know if he was going to run, pass, but now he's trying to sit back in that pocket. He just can't do that. And I feel like he's getting older, and I don't know. I just think he was better. He was much better in Seattle, and that's why I feel like that scheme was hiding him. That's what I meant by that.
Okay. Yeah. I understand what you're saying, but I just feel like Russell was, how he was playing in Seattle, had him going towards like a future Hall of Fame career. He's still probably a future Hall of Famer, but it's just like I just didn't expect him to play this bad. Obviously, playing on a new team on the adjustments, new offensive coordinator, new scheme, different, personnel and all that. But it's just we just know how good Russell Wilson was all those years in Seattle. Like, granted, he always had a great defense, Legion of Boom, those guys, but they still had an explosive offense too. So right. I just thought like having like a Jared Jeudy, having like Melvin Gordon, or having like, some weapons on the outside, would help Russell Wilson. But
let's ride over here.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what Sierra's doing to him. I don't know what it is, but I just expect him to play this bad.
I don't think nobody did. And
picked him up in fantasy, that will never happen again.
Yeah, I would say you picked him in fantasy, that's terrible. I'm sorry for y'all.
Yeah, man. Let's the marquee game of the week, Mike.
What?
Eagles and Cowboys, man. Live up to the hype.
Oh,
that was a good game, boy.
That was a pretty lit game, man. I'm not gonna lie. My boy, shout out to my boy. It's the Slim Reaper touchdown celebration, man. That boy was clean, man. Hey, hopefully Jalen Hurts can get healthy, man. I would love to see him in the playoffs, be able to compete at a high level. That's my biggest question for Jalen Hurts is going in the playoffs. Can he compete on that level? Because that's a big stage. So I don't want him to be not 100% because obviously it don't look like he 100% because he had rest up. So them being in a good playoff position, I think he should rest the rest of the 2 games, last two weeks, just to get ready. So that was a big game.
Oh yeah, I think the Eagles were still right there. Minshew played good. Mm-hmm. He played a hell of a game besides the turnovers, but it was kind of crazy because both of these teams have really good defenses, and a lot of yards, a lot of points to put up. So I was like, man, it's a shootout. I'm surprised. I thought it was gonna be closer, or low scoring. Yeah. But yeah, like Dallas, it was good to see T.Y. Hilton back out there, man. He made a big catch last week, so he can be a big weapon, for the Cowboys, going into the playoffs. So that's gonna be huge for them. But out of these two teams, man, I don't know. You think one of these two teams make the Super Bowl?
No, neither one will make the Super Bowl.
Why not? Give me a reason.
I just think Dallas is gonna choke because that's just Dallas.
That's their MO, huh?
That's just their MO. They get to the playoffs and somehow, some way. If I think Dallas is gonna choke because Dak Prescott. I feel like he throws a lot too many interceptions, and I feel like it may cost him. I have to look at the seeding as far as who else is in the playoffs to chance.
It's loaded. You got Philly, you got Minnesota, you got Dallas, you got San Francisco.
I think it's either gonna be San Fran or maybe even the Vikings. No, not the Vikings because they defense, but their offense so explosive.
Right, JJ. He the
best. I'm probably gonna go Niners. I think Niners just got a complete team.
Yeah, they're the most complete team, but it's gonna come up. I don't know, man.
You said the Dirty Purdy, but Dirty Purdy don't make mistakes. That's the thing.
He hasn't made mistakes yet, but it's not the playoffs yet.
That's right. But I feel like you're right. It's not the playoffs, so we don't know how.
I feel like it's going to be a game where, San Francisco has a potent defense, and we know that the weapons are crazy, but it's going to be a game where he's going to have to make a play for them to win.
Right. And
we're going to see if he's ready for that moment.
I think he can make that play, but we'll see. We'll see when that time comes. But you're right. He's going to have to make that play. And lately, in the past history of playoffs with the Cowboys, they haven't been. Dak don't make those plays sometimes.
Yeah, man. I don't know.
And I need to see if Jalen can make those plays.
Yeah. We just got to see if Jalen can come back healthy. Do you think he'll play? I think they should just sit him out for the remainder of the season. It's only 2 games left. Right. They're going to wrap up the 1 seed. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? They'll be straight. Right. I think they're just going to play for home field because, they want to get home field throughout the playoffs. But, yeah, man. Speaking of Dirty Purdy, man, he made history, Mike.
What'd he do?
Hey, man. He's like my late season favorite player. But he
passed on him.
He became the first rookie quarterback in NFL history to win his first 3 games starting.
Hey man, shout out to Mr. Irrelevant.
Hey man,
you doing anything?
If he makes that play in the playoffs to maybe leading to the Super Bowl, he won't be irrelevant then.
Right. And look, I don't want people calling my phone. It's like, man, Dirty Purdy better than Desmond Ritter.
Oh no.
I'm like, look, man,
he's in a better situation, but he's capitalized on his opportunity though.
Yeah, and I'm happy for him.
But yeah, guys, that's it for Birds in the Trap, man. Hopefully this week we can get a win.
Yes.
And start the new year off right.
Come on, man.
Set the tone, but we'll see. Follow us. Like, share, subscribe.
Birds in the Trap.
We everywhere on social media. We on YouTube. Wildcard TV, Birds in the Trap, baby. Give us a shout out. Tune into the show, man. We want your engagement. We want to know what y'all want to see on the show, man. Let us know, man.
For sure.
Keep tuning in. We appreciate y'all, man. We out.